Hi, everybody. I'm Emily. I'm going to tell you about my mom. She literally locked the fridge so that I stopped eating. She wanted to make a model out of me, but I didn't have a model's body measurements. My mom was crazy about the idea that I should be a star in my future. She didn't care about the career at all. By 15, she realized that I couldn't become an actress, singer, or even a writer. I didn't have any talents. But thanks to genetics, I had a beautiful face and was rather tall. I was 5'7", just like a basketball player. So she got the idea that I was going to become a model. At 17, I found myself almost in underwear in front of a photographer. There was just a screen for some privacy, but he advised me to lose a few pounds. I wasn't big, but a camera added 20 pounds at least, so I took this advice. Honestly, I was interested in taking part in different cool photo shoots. I started to watch my weight. I switched to the right nutrition, and I did sports. But Vogue was in no hurry to offer me a contract. I often heard I was overweight, and my mom believed this. I was put on a diet. She carefully recorded my height, weight, and any changes. Every morning I had to stand on a scale and then report to her. If there weren't any changes, I was deprived of dinner, or breakfast, or food at all. I tried to fight this, but it was no use. Nothing could change her opinion. She acted against the doctor's advice. She cut my food first in half, then reduced this half to 1 apple a day. I tried to tell her that I couldn't be thinner than I was. I could even become anorexic. But she kept on comparing me to Asian models. They lived on air alone. And my mom wanted to drive me to have their body measurements. Once, I simply couldn't work. I fainted. I went blue because of dehydration, oxygen starvation, and other anemia. Naturally, this diet didn't help me achieve world fame. I was just kicked out of the studio to be treated. That's all. Mom finally adjusted my diet to a more acceptable level. I could eat anything, but in a limited time and using a special plate. My daily amount of food mustn't exceed the plate size. That was something, wasn't it? My body was so happy. Then it began to stock up on extra pounds. You know, I was pretty thin before, but after my mother's experiments, I just got fat from air and water. She just messed up my metabolism and my health. Of course, I was done with modeling because I was really overweight. I couldn't even slim down with constant active exercises. I literally lived in a gym, but everything was useless, and my mom returned to her previous methods. She simply stopped feeding me. I started to steal food secretly at night. At that time, I ate everything that my eyes fell on. Of course, in the afternoon, I didn't eat at all. I got fat from such a regime. Once my mom saw my night outing for food and naturally closed the refrigerator and put a lock on it. She always carried the key so I couldn't find it. At first, I honestly held on. Sometimes my mom permitted me apples, carrots, and red peppers. They are the most non-nutritious food. The main difficulty in my new life was that I simply didn't have a job, or at least some source of income. My mom gave me all the money. Naturally, during this diet experiment, she stopped doing that at all. I tried to visit friends more. There, I ate normal food sometimes. Then I ended up in a hospital under an IV due to exhaustion. But I didn't look thinner. Actually, I had saggy skin like a Shar-Pei because my weight was changing all the time. After the hospital, I decided to leave my mom and go somewhere else. My friend let me crash. At first, my life was hard, but soon I found a job. New career opportunities opened up for me. I decided to become a photographer instead of having a modeling career. I tried, and surprisingly, I became successful. Now at 19, I'm one of the best fashion photographers. I'm not even far from world fame, but I don't talk to my mother. She doesn't even know where I am or what I'm doing. I still can't forgive her for all those years of bullying, a couple of clinical deaths, a ruined stomach, and a damaged figure. What can I say to girls dreaming of a modeling career? You should definitely never starve or torment yourself. Believe me, you can build an excellent career in a plus-size category. Sometimes they're even paid more. And you won't just be a hanger for some fashionable dresses. Actually, your creases and lack of breasts don't interfere with a photographer at all. All you need is a pretty face. For the rest, there's Photoshop. So girls, a modeling career is more a question of your luck than your appearance. Here's a story about good intentions that paved the road to the hospital. Write in the comments if you've handled these types of things before. Share my video with future models and their fans. And please, think before deciding on extreme ways to solve a problem.